to Katarina's Garage. My name is Katarina Lloyd, and we're here with my two Mustangs. We're gonna give you an update on what's been going on with Bilo because last time I kind of left you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger of what was going on, and I think I figured it out. For now, because I've been doing a little bit more diagnosis, not a ton, but yeah, and it seems like she's fine now. But anyways, so I think what happened was when I was driving it back from Olds last week, and this would have been on Saturday, I think it was, that we were driving back. Same night that I uploaded my point of view videos. That well, the I think the injectors weren't firing correctly, and I think the fuel pressure regulator was frozen at the time. Even though it was pretty warm that day, but I hadn't driven her for a couple of days and whatnot, and so something like that, or it was just stuck open or something like that. But it seems to be working just fine now. And all I did was because there was gas in the oil, not as much as what the dipstick was claiming though. But my guess is that it was just shooting up on the dipstick more. It was about I don't know, a quarter more full. So this it takes 5 quarts of oil, and it may have had 500 or like half to 1 quart of oil within that. So yeah, just the dipstick was reading incorrect. And it still reeked of gas, but now I've driven it. I changed the oil, and I didn't see any sparkles in the oil, so that's nice. I was kind of worried about that, to be honest. Of like, okay, is this thing actually like really damaged or not, or is it okay? And I didn't really know until I did that yesterday. And I was trying to film it, but the video didn't come out as I had intended, like I had planned. So it just was not a great video. So I just scrapped that idea, and who knows? Maybe when I actually have a place to work on the car, like on a lift and stuff like that, maybe I'll show you guys how to do an oil change and stuff like that in the future. But to be honest, anytime I seem to work on my car on camera, it always ends badly. Like the car fell off the jack stand. Essentially, is what happened yesterday, and then the jack got caught underneath the car. I thought I had it all free, and it wasn't. And I was dragging it back in the driveway. It just got crap, so I had to go back underneath and get it out and whatnot. But yeah, and honestly, I'll tell you firsthand, I'm not a fan of actually changing my own oil. Like I usually just ship that out, and because it really only costs not that much more to get it done elsewhere, and especially with who I get it done by, I trust him wholeheartedly with my car. I can leave my car with him for like 2 weeks, and I know he wouldn't do any bad work onto it. He might do some work that isn't absolutely perfect due to the fact that he just doesn't have all the tools required, but he is a really good mechanic. So it's just one of those things, right? He just doesn't have a lot of money, but he has his own shop and stuff like that. And yeah, because like I have a 2-piece brake line in the back of Stitch. Actually, it's kind of funny. We'll probably replace that when I actually swap with the rear end and stuff in Stitch here. But yeah. So that's kind of the update on Lilo, and and also something else I did too, just to give it a little bit more of a chance. I put full synthetic in it, which I've never put synthetic in any of my cars, but I saw synthetic for like half price. I'm just like, I'm in. Grab that, dump it in there, right? So she has full synthetic, and then as well, which is Valvoline 5W30, that's actually what is recommended in the manual for oil in the winter time. In the summertime they recommend 10W30, but to be honest, you can do 5 weight as well in the summertime. Not a big deal. And yeah, so right now she's super dirty because I have been driving her nonstop since I filled up the gas, which I actually put 91 octane as well to hopefully see maybe that'll change the way she drives. And to be honest, it seems like it's made a little bit of a difference. And I get the only place I really fill up with gas other than Costco when I'm in Calgary is at Shell here. And I collect air miles, and then as well The prices are usually fairly competitive in the town. Shell is usually a little more expensive, but to be honest, these tanks are only 60 liters. It's what's a couple of bucks here and there, right? So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so and now she's running just fine. The check oil light is gone, which is nice. And yeah, so that's how it's going there. But I may or may not be keeping that motor. Because I'll let you guys know, I got offered something very interesting with Lilo. Because a friend of mine, which is Pat, honestly, you'll see them probably on camera in the next week or so, because Stitch is going down to their shop, and we're going to be doing a bunch of work to my baby here. Like, not a bunch, I should say. Steering rack, probably going to swap out the heater core while we're there as well. Blower motor, potentially as well. And, what's the last thing? Oh, the power steering pump, which have been delayed due to the winter storms down in the south. So, it's been kind of annoying. Just checking my FedEx, and it's just like, yeah, they're not coming, so well. As long as they're here before next week and before they have time off, that, yeah, I can do it that way. Plus, you know, their shop is fully set up. It's insane. With a, you know, with lifts, alignment rack, all this different stuff, right? Absolutely perfect. And I love it. You know, I would love to have a full shop like that in the future, but I don't. So, not the end of the world. Yeah, and I mean, other than that, you know, there's not a ton going on right now. I will actually start Lilo up for you guys and show you that, yeah, she's running just fine. Because I mean, before I started up just fine, but then the oil would drop, right? But even oil pressure is back to where it was before, which she has a little higher oil pressure than what you'd normally see. But to be honest, these 3.8s, they really like to have higher oil pressure for some reason. I don't understand why. But, yeah. So, hang on. Let's, start my girl up here. Let's just move the camera.
Beautiful day for taking pictures.
Oh, it definitely is. I'm actually filming a video for YouTube. So.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see you on there.
Perhaps. The best part is I don't do editing, so they'll hear this conversation. And as you guys can see there, she is running absolutely beautifully right now. Like, it took a second to start up, and then because it's not super cold, but like it is 2 degrees under, right? It's a gorgeous day. But as well, and I'll show you guys on the oh, okay. Hang on. Trying not to press the power button so I lose the footage. There we go. Like, and as you can see, oil pressure is looking a lot better. And now, it still pops and bangs a little bit, but other than that. But it seems to run better too. Like, and as you can see, I've put almost 44 kilometers on the tank. Driving on the highway in town and seeing like the oil pressure is a little higher. Like, not super high, right? But still a little higher. I mean, these are really just an idiot gauge, to be honest, because they don't give you the exact numbers. They just give you low, high, and then normal for like 75%. It's so stupid. But yeah, that's just a little update here on Lilo, as well a little bit on what's going on with Stitch here in the next little bit. Actually, let's put you in the holder. There we go. Yeah, and I think that'll about wrap up this video here. And, you know, I don't know what else to tell you guys. But the oh, as well, actually, I should mention, because I kind of mentioned it over there, the motor that I've been offered, I don't know the full specs. He's been told, but just forgot, right? And it's not a big deal. I can probably find out the specs when I come down there, hopefully next week. Is the motor that might go in Lilo here is a 87 roller motor that has a 302 in it, or like there's a 302, right? Came out of a Capri actually, but obviously the Capri didn't exist in 87, but it's just, you know, 87 motor. It's got Edelbrock Performer intake, a Demon carb on it, aluminum flex plate. You know, it's a very set up motor ready to go. Basically, it's been sitting for a couple of years, so it might need a little bit of refreshing. But other than that, you know, willing to sell me the motor for only $300, and I'm like, I'm in. And this is not a person that's going to screw me over. If the motor is cooked, they won't sell it to me, right? Like, we'll probably take the motor apart, or at least just take the heads off and take a look. See if there's any damage inside from sitting and blah, blah, blah. But it shouldn't be an issue, to be honest. It came out of a running car at the time, so yeah. So that might go in here, actually. And I don't know how much that motor is making, considering it has a Demon carb on it. It's like, that motor's going to be quite, if it's actually probably set up for that Demon, it's going to be making quite a bit of power. So, yeah. We'll see with that. And we'll see exactly how much power it makes, which also, putting that 302 in it would mean this rear end is coming out and I'm putting an 88 in this car. Doesn't matter. That's no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes about that. But I want to keep this a 4-lug. Stitch might go to a 5-lug. We'll see if I actually do that, or if I just get the, because my plans with the Stitch as well, I want to put Lincoln Mark 7, that independent rear suspension, in that with the rear axle and everything in her, and also do the front brake setup as well the same way. That way I have really nice brakes. I have 4-wheel discs, and as well parts are not that expensive. And yeah, no, it's she's running great, my car right now, and it's fantastic. Both the cars, you know, Stitch has been having a little bit of issues starting lately, but I'll just chalk that up to not having driven her much in the past few months. So ever since I got this thing has just been starting so much easier, and it's just a little nicer to drive. Even though, don't get me wrong, Stitch is my first love for cars. She will always be in my heart. And it'll take a lot for me to part with her. It just would. Yeah, especially when I'm done, because with what I'm doing, and there's some stuff that I haven't even talked about yet, but you guys will see that when it happens, because trust me, that thing's going to be insane when we're done with it. I can't wait, and I can't wait to show you guys as well. But yeah, the perks of having one of your best friends that has a custom shop, that they're not going to charge you labor on anything. It's like, bonus. I just have to pay for parts, that's it. So it's like, cool. And also Stitch is getting painted for free, which paint might be changing due to what I'm doing with the interior. It's still going to be that gray with the metallic, but the bottom strip I might actually do in a blue instead of the red that I was planning on, because of the seats that I want to put in it are Shelby seats that are gray and blue, which you guys can see those on my Instagram. That is Katarina's.garage if you're interested as well. And also, I have a Facebook page now as well, which is Katarina's Garage. If you know, you want to go on there, give me a like and stuff like that. There will be different content from YouTube on there. It'll still be similar to my Instagram, but the thing is, on Instagram you're limited to 1-minute videos. I might be doing different videos on there as well, so you know, if you guys are interested, go check that out as well. And yeah, hope to see you guys down in the comments there as well. And that'll be a great way to contact me, because I think you're gonna be able to message me from there. I think, I can't remember. I'm still working out how the pages work on Facebook. I've never made a page before. I made groups but not pages, right? But yeah, other than that, you know, that's where I'm at. So anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy this quick little update here. And yeah, I'm really happy with Lilo right now, but I don't know. I don't want to deal with that CFI anymore, and I don't really want to spend the money to convert it to a carburetor. And yeah, like, could I put new injectors on it and put a new fuel regulator on it, and then she'd be perfect? Perhaps, but these CFI units were not even that good from the factory. They had lots of issues, and, you know, it was just, they never ran right, they always ran rich. Blah, 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 you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that different stuff. Every little interaction helps out my channel. And yeah, for anything, hopefully I might be able to do my, celebration video next week. If I get down to Pat's, because it'll be perfect there to be able to do what I have planned. So, stay tuned for that. And as well, there's some crazy stuff in the pipeline too, come summertime, because not just with Stitch, but with other stuff like kind of redneck fun, right? Involving cars, obviously. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. You guys will not want to miss that. That'll be like, and hopefully that'll be kind of a thing that we do here on the channel. And as well, me and my dad are trying to come up with ideas as well of what to do with the channel as well. Because, I mean, it is my channel. I'm the one that does all the work here. But my dad is interested in doing some stuff as well on YouTube here on my channel. So just like, that'd be cool. Yeah, like, we're gonna see with some stuff, potentially do kind of like a roadkill style, but not quite roadkill, obviously, of having like $500, go and buy a car, spend like 2 days going to get it, and then bring it back, basically. So like going out to BC and into Saskatchewan and stuff like that, going up north, and, you know, having fun with that, doing it that way, right? And seeing, can you, like, how screwed are these cars you see for $300, $400, $500, $600, right? And, you know, you get a better gauge of that when you have more than just one, right? Because, I mean, I personally know of any car that you buy for under $1,000 probably needs at least $1,000 worth of work. Typically. It's not all the time, but typically that's the case, right? And that's just how it works. But, you know, it's one of those things, right? That's not always the case, but that's typically the case. So, yeah, but that will wrap up this video, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope you're staying safe during COVID-19. Good luck with everything you're working on, and if you want to contact me, you can message me on Instagram, KenReadings.garage. I will get to your messages as soon as I can, and yeah, we'll talk to you later. Okay, bye! Pikachu! Ah, I can't find the pause button.